Hi everyone, welcome to Education 435 for the second term of the fall semester 2018. I apologize for any background noise or anything that may be happening. I am out of town at a conference while I'm recording this for you, and so that is the reason I have my earbuds in. And you probably hear some background conversation and maybe some traffic in the background. So I will do my best to make sure that there's as little distraction as possible, or that I stop if need be. So this first video, I'm going to take you through just kind of some of the logistics of the course and the things you'll need to be doing in week one. So the hope is that I can get that all in 15 minutes and only have to do one video for week one. So when you log into Blackboard, you should see this as your main screen. Right now I have mine set to student preview, so this is exactly what it should look like for you. This is your home screen, so each week that I send out an announcement about your weekly tasks, it will show up here. And then this is some additional information on things for adult and online, also some of the contact information or hyperlinks for some important policy information and help should you need it. When you go into course contacts, you will see my information here, as well as the University Help Desk and Blackboard. So if you're having computer issues or login issues, something like that, then you'll reach out to Help Desk. If it's something specific to Blackboard, then you need to reach out to them and not the Help Desk. But here's my contact information. So my email is here. If you need to speak to me, so I am actually based in St. Louis, Missouri. I used to work on the main campus, but moved to St. Louis about 5 or 6 months ago. So if you need to meet with me, obviously I can't meet you on campus. So you will use this link here to schedule a time on my calendar so that I can call you. One of the pieces of information that you will submit in that appointment is your phone number and information so that I can call you. So you'll see when you click on this, it will pop up and show you the times that I am available. If you need any, if you have a question, or if it's something you want to have a conversation about instead of an email. So I'm fine with email. That's the quickest way to get to me. But if you want to schedule a time to talk, you are welcome to. Darn, I think I just signed out of Blackboard. That's okay. The next thing I was going to show you was your syllabus anyway. And so we'll go ahead and look at it while we're here. Here's my email again. Here is my cell phone number if you need to reach me. Or if I'm calling you for an appointment that you scheduled and you see this number pop up, that's what it is. I prefer email because I am teaching class or supervising students, so I'm not always able to answer my cell phone. Again, here's the link for my office hours. Mission, course description, and all is here. And so you should have 2 textbooks for this class, Guiding Children's Learning of Math and Math Mindsets. Both of those we will use throughout this 8-week term, so please be sure that you have it. We're a little bit flexible in the first couple weeks so that we kind of blend weeks 1 and 2 together, because I know that some of you are just requesting textbooks, and so it may take you a little bit of time before you're able to get those. Here are our learning outcomes. So by the end of this class, I want you to be able to identify best teaching practices for math in elementary, to differentiate math learning activities to meet the needs of all students, to design math based on the North Carolina Standard Course of Study, to integrate technology into your lesson plans for math, to evaluate student progress and understanding of math concepts using formative and summative assessment data, reflect on current research as it relates to math at elementary levels, and then participate in the class. And these are the variety of activities that you will be doing throughout the 8 weeks in order to show me that you are mastering those learning outcomes. Here is the basic attendance information. And so looking at this, really, if you are participating, you are active, you are posting in your discussion boards, you're completing work on time, you will be getting 10 points a week for attendance. So that's 80 points by the end of the course. Here are some general expectations for you, for me, for us as a group. as we navigate through this course together over the next 8 weeks. And then here is the university's information. This is similar to what's on the main page of Blackboard. But here's the university's information should you need any services related to those areas. Here are the INTAS standards for teacher candidates as we're getting ready to send you out in the field, so you can review those. You've probably discussed those in previous classes, hopefully. And so then in your syllabus is the schedule and assignments. So each week has specific learning outcomes as well as activities that you're going to be doing. So anytime that you see over here on your themes, readings, and assignments, anytime that you see GCLM, that means you're going to refer to your Guiding Children's Learning of Mathematics textbook. Anytime you are going to see MM, you're going to refer to your mathematical mindsets. And so this will take you through all 8 weeks. And then at the end of your syllabus, you will see a list of all the things that you are going to be completing throughout these 8 weeks. So we'll just kind of, truck away at these and take care of it all. I do want to make sure that you pay attention to these last couple pieces. These 2 pieces most importantly. So the first is that late assignments will always be accepted, but will be deducted 2 points per day past due. So everything is going to be due weekly on Sundays at 11:59. Again, I said weeks 1 and 2 will be blended so that you're able to have time to get your textbooks and get the work completed. So technically week 1 and 2 are due on the Sunday of week 2 at 11:59. So anything that's turned in past that point will be 2 points off per day past due. So if I know several of you are in multiple classes at a time, so if you need to do something for another class and it kind of sets one of our assignments off by a day, I certainly understand that happens, and sometimes I have to prioritize. So just make sure you know that I will still accept it, but we'll start taking 2 points off each day it's past due. Also, especially since we are fully online, when you are submitting things through Blackboard, please make sure that you completely submit the document. I have a lot of students that tell me that they submitted it, and when I ask for their confirmation, they do not have it because they did not continue through the sequence of buttons. So my understanding is that when you submit something, you click a submit button, but then you have to click like a confirm or submit again, or I'm not sure what the button is because I don't see it. But make sure you do that so that you get the confirmation that your document has been uploaded. So that is our syllabus for this week. I'm going to go back here to week 1. Okay, now I'm going to have to go back into Blackboard. My apologies. I accidentally X'd out of that screen. So, all right, so that was here in the syllabus tab, just in case you need to get back to it. So these first 5 tabs are going to be the ones that you use the most. You can use the discussion board tab to get to your weekly discussion boards, but you don't have to because I will link them within this weekly content folder. So for example, right now you're going to go into week 1. I will open 1 week at a time each week. And my intention is to do a video each week. It may come later in the week, just kind of depending on how my travel schedule is, but there will be a video each week. And your learning outcomes are listed here. So then you click to go in. This video that you're watching will be the first thing that you see up here, but right now it's just our discussion board. So this little image represents a discussion board link, and so this is your discussion board for week 1. So you are going to create a post and then reply to 2 colleagues with this 3-2-1 activity. So you're going to do both of these, a personal and a professional. So I want to know 3 fun facts about you, 2 family facts, and 1 thing that's surprising. So here are my examples here. I just moved to North Carolina, moved from North Carolina to Missouri in June, which is where I'm originally from anyway, so just moved back home. I love yoga, love cooking. Family facts, I've known my husband for 11 years. We've been married for 8, and we have 5 children. My stepdaughter Kara is 12, my son Holden is 5, my twins Hazel and Cooper are 3, and my daughter Ellie is 2. And Hazel and Cooper are girls too, so we'll have 1 boy. And one thing that's surprising about you is that I have been skydiving 3 times. So maybe that's interesting to some of you. And then the same protocol for professional. So 3 math experiences, either positive or negative, 2 questions you have about this course, and 1 thing you're looking forward to. So I have my sample responses there also. There are a couple of links to items that you're going to need for week 1, but I want to make sure and take time to talk about your interactive notebook. So this is going to be the core of your work in class. It's one place where all your work will be housed for the most part, other than some papers and reflections that you're going to turn in. So for those of you that have had me before, it's nothing different. It's the same that we have done before. Obviously, it's just full of content for teaching math at the elementary level instead of some of my other courses. So for those of you that are new to interactive notebooks, or this is your first course with me, please make sure that you follow these directions as you are creating your own interactive notebook digital to share with me. So before making a copy of your notebook, make sure that you've watched this video. Remember that you are making a copy. You are not going to edit the original file. And remember to share your copy with me at this email. So you're not sharing it with my Campbell email because that's not a Gmail account and I need access through Gmail. So let me explain to you how we're going to do this. So when you click on this link, it's going to take you to an interactive notebook that looks like this. The title of this document is Education 435 Interactive Notebook Field Experience Journal. Make a copy. So that is what you will do. The first thing you're going to do is click on File, Make a Copy, and then you can rename this anything you want. You're welcome to just name it your name and Interactive Notebook, or you can just name it your name. It doesn't matter. I will save it in a file specifically for this course, but you will rename it. Somewhere in the title of your document has to be your name so that I know that it's yours. And then you decide where in your Google folder you want it to be stored. And then you're going to click OK, and it will duplicate the document. And it will save the original, this original, as my original, and it will create a copy in the folder that you choose to put it in. So that is step 1, that you make a copy of the interactive notebook. Step 2 is going to be that you share it with me. So you're going to click on this blue button that says share. And you can change the settings to however you want. Anyone in the link can either edit, comment, or view. So just know that I will never edit your document. I will add comments, or the only thing that I do edit is when I add points, and I'll show you that in a minute. So you just set this to whatever you're comfortable with. Either of them will, I don't know that if you leave it on view, I can still make a comment. Obviously with comment I can, and edit I can. So you set the settings however you want, and then you type in my email address here. Remember, you're sending it to dremilyaturner@gmail.com. You are not sending it to my Campbell email address. And then once you have my email in there, you're going to click send, and it will send it to me. I will send you an email that says that I've received it, and then I just kind of file it in my Google Drive so that I can access it. One of the benefits of doing this digital interactive notebook is that I'm able to check your progress and support you with any questions that you have as you go along, because once you share this with me initially, you do not ever have to submit it again. I always have access to it to check in. So that's one less thing, excuse me, it's one less thing that you have to turn in on Sunday, because I have it. And so I just check in on Mondays or Tuesdays and see that you've completed the weekly task, and then give you your grades for that. And so again, once you're in here and you have your copy, make sure that you put your name right here. And then this is what I'm talking about when I say I will edit. This is the only thing that I will edit. You will add page numbers as you go along, but I will put your grade. So each item that you do each week is 5 points long, and I will add your grade here so that we can keep in touch each week. Please reach out with any questions. The next video will be your tasks for